Change of the spring, yeah. When is the EU4 game and who's going to show up? The EU4 multiplayer game is well, I host the community events every Saturday at 10 a.m. That's my slated slot for them. All patrons and Twitch subs. All patrons and Twitch subs of any rank, so the minimum barrier to entry is a $1 monthly donation on Patreon. And yes, the interface for this game does look really nice. Marneman, I think it's the guy who's working on it. He did a very nice and detailed little job on this. I approve. And I'm gonna be happy to get some more freaking fighters out. I actually want to take a look here. So these are Super Marine Spitfire Mark 1s. Bristol Blenheims. Really? Fighter Bombers are... Okay, Hawker Hurricanes now. Ferry Battle Mark 2s. Vickers Wellington, I'm familiar with that one. Armstrong Whitworth Whitley Mark 5. Short Sutherland, that's a flying boat. A Blackburn Botha. I'm unfamiliar with a Blackburn Botha, but I'm pretty sure that's not a picture of it. 10 a.m. on Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 10 a.m. on Sundays. It's on the schedule. Are you doing anything to help France? No, I'm not. Light bombers, Hamptons. I could try to send them, I tried to send an expeditionary force, they said no. Alright, let's try that again. Nope! I can't. I'm not at war with Germany. And they won't accept what they want. They want me to send them my production. But they can't, they're too dumb. They're far too dumb. And I just don't trust them to use it. So I'm just going to... Ooh, battleship armor. Okay, they asked again. Nope. I don't trust them to use it effectively. Like a true Brit, the Pen is telling the French to fuck off. I do what I can. See the German Air Force is out and about. Tibet. China. I wonder how China's doing. Dead. Oh, dead. They're dead. That's what... They're dead. Right. Gotcha. Quartermaster support battalions. Further reduces fuel consumption. That's pretty sweet. I love the added depth into making your divisions. I really do enjoy that. Well, I think they actually fell back here. I think they crossed the Mosel. Combat medicine. Okay, so here's what combat medicine does. Organization, increase trickle back, and reduces attrition. I don't think this is actually on the... I don't think it shows this on the division makeup, but it's good to know. It reduces attrition. Super battleships. Well, that sounds pretty sick. How's tech compared to other... Well, right now my tech's actually really good. I caught up on tech. How did you release India and Burma, Ben? I think it's politics. Create puppet. And then you just make puppets. Ooh, Malta, yeah. Malta is an OPM puppet. The Knights of Malta have returned! The Knights of Malta are back, gentlemen! They're back! Looks like the Spanish state is dying and the Spanish Republic is winning. But for the life of me, I never remember which one's fascist. Czechoslovakia has really good defenses, but if you take a real quick look, their line is extremely thin, so I think they'll lose to Germany. You released India and Burma. Why? Because they were doing all it was ridiculous micromanagement of well, Burma I think happened through event. India I did because it was just rebels left and right. It was just rebels, 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 and it was really annoying to micro. And I was taking a little bit more casual approach. That's bad to this playthrough than I did to Germany, and I really didn't feel like microing all that crap, so I just released him. The attrition is a modifier no matter if you have it in the division or not, Ben. It's just tech. It benefits from the high toughness. Are you sure? That's not how I read that. So did I release all my territory except the home islands? No. Heavy A guns! Yeah, I dare you to come over here. I've got my Spitfire, like 4 of them. Exactly 4. Okay, I was taking a wild guess, but weird that China is still holding Japan. It's not. China already lost. The war's over. They're not holding Japan at bay. They're not fighting. Japan already beat the snot out of them.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Are you going to see Solo, a Star Wars story? No. No, I can tell you right now that it's gonna suck, and I would absolutely hate it. We're definitely gonna do some sub stuff though, because I love submarines in this game. I am not watching that movie. I can tell you right now, it would be terrible. It's gonna be bad, and I would definitely 100% hate it. Just by looking at the before they even released a trailer, I knew I was going to hate it. Pocket battleship, no, but super heavy battleships sound fun. The war's still going on. Check the border. Oh, is it? Am I wrong? Okay, never mind. I'm completely wrong. China, I thought China already lost and was like a puppet. Yeah, so fuck yeah. Japan's doing poorly. The Marco Polo Bridge incident has gone awry for them. Any other good mods for Hearts of Iron 3? No. Not that I'm aware of. I've tried other mods for Hearts of Iron 3, but none of them really... Woo! Twin engine airframe research. Nice. I think I was actually working on that. Is that under air systems? That was this one. Fucking sweet. I like the sound of that. I like where this is going. So again, the Germans. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can hazard a guess at least. It seems what happens is the French are holding the Germans at bay, are losing the battles, but are holding the Germans at bay long enough that when they create a breach, they don't have the wherewithal, the organization, the strength left to really exploit it. But it looks like the Germans are slowly making progress. That is something. Whip! Huzzah! Planes. Nice. Cool. I wish someone did a World War I version of Black Eyes. Yeah. Yeah. Build mosquitoes. I don't think I have that researched yet. The World War I mod for Hearts of Iron 3 is terrible. It's just terrible. World War I seems to never work well in strategy games. No! It never does. I don't think any companies ever focus on the appropriate... The appropriate elements, which is supply and organization. If there was a World War I strategy game where there was a heavy focus on supply and organization, it would be great. But nobody ever does that. It's just smash face. That's what everybody thinks is, just smash face. Just rub their bump uglies until they're done smashing, until one side gives, and that seems to be the gist of it. It's not about, your logistics and your organizational skills and your supply and your management. It's never about that. Darkest Hour. Well, yeah, Darkest Hour is you could do a World War I star with Darkest Hour, but I mean, it's just pre World War II. Really, it doesn't really go together well with Hearts of Iron as a game, because Hearts of Iron's is all about mobile warfare. Static warfare is boring in this game because, it's just the tiles staring at each other. Kaiser Reich for Darkest Hour is amazing. Yes! Well, I'm a big fan of Hearts of Iron 2 and Hearts of Iron 3, and that's what I'll say. That's all I have to say about that. First Armored Division is just this guy. We do have our Africa Corps here, which is 10 divisions. And we moved all these guys down here, and they're just kind of hanging out. I don't know if it would be a good... Because this is geographically separated, yeah. Because we can't move... We can't move troops from North Africa into, like, Central Africa. Is Italy in the Axis? I don't think so. Have to check. Diplomacy. Axis. Nope, just Germany. Railways. Yep, all that stuff is good for now. I mean, I'm just kind of watching, and I'm building new planes and ships and watching everything fall apart. It doesn't look at the French units are just massacred. Absolutely massacred. Look at their strength levels. Who's this? Malta. Oh, look at that. Malta. Build IC in that province, Ben. What province? I could build... Oh, infrastructure in that province. I could. But, I mean... Do I want to? Because that'll just open up an... it'll just open up a front that I don't really feel like dealing with. I could. But I don't know if I want to. Well, let's see which... Landing craft flotilla. So we would need 2 levels in there, I think, to try to make it through. How much is that going to cost? It's not that bad. I mean, yeah, we could build roads there. Why not? I mean, I think I can overpower the Italians, so... I mean, worst case scenario, it's one province. The roads are one province wide, a couple a couple layers back. So I could keep it going. I could keep it going. I'd be okay. I always send more troops down here if I want to. This is going to be where I'm fighting. Yeah, look at this. The Germans broke through and then just pittered out. Just pittered right out. They built over 2,000 ferry battles. I've never heard of them. The British had a lot of unit types. They had a lot of like different types of planes, but then never did anything with any of them. Where did you fuckers come from? So transports. You never hear about them because you hear about the hero planes. You hear about this, the Spitfires, the Lancasters, the Hurricanes. Those are the ones you hear about. We got a lot of Hurricanes. Germany sends in the Africa Corps, you might have issues. They probably will. The date is March 19th of 1939. But I fought the Africa Corps is normally like 1 corps. That's why I sent 2. The last time I played this, they sent the Africa Corps, and it was a ton of extremely entertaining micromanagement. Take all my bits! I will take all your bits, Ruger. Can't say no to me. Alright, so we've got our Spitfires out here. We've got a bunch, we sent in a bunch of light bombers, and what else? Some close air support. That's a pretty good... It's a pretty good Air Force for North Africa. You know where else we're gonna do? So we got here naval reconnaissance. These aren't naval bombers. Do I own naval bombers? I thought I did. That'll do though. Here, let's split the, let's send them. Let's split it in half. Let's send half of these to Malta. Rebase down here. There's some good troops that are actually defending the place. Mosquitoes, too. Well, I know the mosquitoes are cool. I just don't have the tech to build those yet. Good old Monty to North Africa. How many fighters am I planning on building? I don't know. I'm just running, I've got a run of 3 that just kind of keeps going right now. Nope. Sorry. No can do. Air Doctrine folder. Is it in here? Yep, there it is. Oh, and I should probably do one of these, not both. We'll do bomber focus. Civil defense is under national. Try to keep this clear. Heavy cruiser armament is under cruisers. Probably build some heavy cruisers. I like those. Reconnaissance aircraft designs under prototype. Just there. Good. And destroyer crew training under naval doctrine, which is there. Cool. Alright, nice. Give Monty the Scapula Folk Garrison. Just send him up there to rot. Send him up there. Got a fair few men guarding against the Italians. The French actually pushed the Germans back towards the Mosel. Look at that, guys. I think some of the units that are not in constant combat are starting to get a little bit of strength back. But oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. My bad. Spoke too soon, guys. Sorry. My bad. My bad. It's my bad. Is Monty really bad in the game? I don't know. Defensive positions for infantry. That's in here. Right, everything else is pretty good. Got a huge tech list here because I just threw everything onto it. Because it is the British, everything's out of date. But I'm pretty good. Almost got my assault guns. We'll figure out what those are. Bastard French. I had hopes for a second. You can see some of these infantry divisions down here are starting to get close to full strength. But who knows? I've been live for just over an hour. By this point in your broadcast, you should have consumed at least 4 ounces of water to maintain optimum hydration. Just say it spoke too soon. I can't see what's happening. The Germans. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lala. The Germans pushed across the Mosel River in France. And created a salient. The French pushed the Germans back, and I was like, "Yay!" The French counterattacked and won a battle, and then then the Germans counterattacked the French counterattack and immediately reestablished the bridgehead. Godball. I have a hydration bot too. Well, I think it's something Twitch just does now. I did not install hydration bot. It just appeared. It just appeared in my chat today. I've never seen it before, and I've never heard about it. But fuck it, it's not bad. I never heard of it before. What do we got here? Coastal Command Lockheed Hudsons. Order some from the US? Sure, yeah. I could really use some naval bombers, actually. I don't know what a Hudson is. I feel like it was a repurposed civilian plane. Ooh, drop tanks. Increase range. Aircraft evaluation. I have no idea where that is. Oh well. Not a big deal. It's all by the big water industry. It's a nice little bot though. That was pretty nifty. Like, hey, you've been online for an hour. You should be drinking make sure you drink your water. Yes, give me. Oh, they're just fuck me. I thought they'd be naval bombers. Well, you know what? Let's just send them down here to reinforce Africa. Light bombers are good down here. A-29 Hudsons. Oh well. So, superior firepower. And it did say ass guns, so let's look at brigade attachments. Should be green. Armor, support. Armor, infantry support. Armor, light / support. Field hospitals. Did I miss it? Is it up towards the top? We got heavy armor, which is Churchill Mark 1. Regular armor, which is mid-model Crusader. Light armor is the Vickers 6C. I could have sworn it said I did that. Tank destroyers don't even have names on them. Oh well. Lockheed Hudson was an American-built light bomber and coastal reconnaissance aircraft built initially for the Royal Air Force shortly before the outbreak of the Second World War. Cool. Naval bombers are good for it. Naval bombers are good for bombing the Navy. They're good for raiding shipping, bombing ports. At least they're not the Deacons, yeah. Well, let's actually look at tech. Maybe I just misread that. Yeah, that's definitely not done yet. Yeah, it's got till two. It's got 2 more days. There we go. So tech or production. Okay, let's check in here again. It's got to be in here. Is it dead? Okay. I think it's here. It is. It's experimental assault gun. Tank destroyer is an archer. That's cool. I know what that is. Ooh, Black Dragon. Isn't that an American gun? I think that's an American gun. But I mean, I am suckling the Amerikanski teat. So, was wondering if any of the Tropical games are on your list of games to play. I've said they already done some Tropical 4 and streams here. I think I might go to Tropico 2. I like Tropico 2. Is that Italy massing on France's border? Yes. Yes, it is. Use the old rival Swordfish, which helped take out the Tirpitz, if my history is right. Your history is wrong. They helped take out the Bismarck. The Tirpitz was knocked out by a tall boy. It's like a 10,000-pound bomb. They bombed it a shit ton, but that's what actually sank it. The bomb went straight through the ship, out the bottom of the hull. It exploded in the bedrock underneath it, and it capsized. But I mean, they bombed it like 40 times before that with conventional means. Maybe the Czechs will declare war on. If the Czechs declare war on Germany, I'm joining in. But I mean, this Franco-Prussian-esque war going on here, while I'm building up and planning on taking out and planning on attacking Italy, that just seems I mean, I'm finding it interesting. You need a promotion. So I sent a fleet of a small fleet of battleships and a fleet of carriers over here, and it looks like one of them is missing his... Yeah, one of them is missing his planes, which are over here right now. So we're going to take a regular one and then a group of torpedo bombers. And we're going to tell them to rebase. Is there an issue here? Maybe they're too far away. Oh, there's only... Fuck me, there's 3. How's the communist support in my country at the moment? Crap, it went away. Politics. 5%. It's not like Hearts of Iron 4 where you could easily switch. The only thing I do wish is that I could see a little bit more of the give and take here. Took forever to sink the Tirpitz. Well, it took forever to sink the Tirpitz because the Germans were too scared to use it, so it was sitting in its heavily guarded berth for most of the war, which was just hard to attack. But that was basically fine for the British. As long as it's not out doing anything, then. As long as it's bottled up, it's just sitting there. They're fine. They were fine with that. Tried to sink it a bunch of times through conventional means, but it being under repair and bottled up was cool. Why are battleships so cool? The Franco regime. Recognized the Franco regime in February and international Russia became quick. Okay. So this is going on so long. So the Spanish Republic are the good ones, I think. Ish, good-ish. Highest threat, France. So I want the Spanish Republic to like me. Spanish state goes up. Spanish state loses neutrality. Go down to loses neutrality. So, fuck them. Fuck them. Surprised the Germans haven't pushed further into France. Yeah. I know. I'm a little shocked too. I think the French are getting stronger. Yeah, some of their units are starting to get their strength. I mean, they're gonna have they must be dumping all of their, well, they should be dumping all of their available IC into reinforcements right now. Airports, yep, because that is Air Org, I think. We'll say in a second. Air Org goes up just a little bit. Well, look, the Germans breached the line, and then they don't have the oomph to keep going. And it might be because they're trying to take out the rest of the Maginot Forts. It might be because they have so many troops on the border with Czechoslovakia. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you any of my stuff. I need all my toasters for myself. If I'm gonna open up another front in... Where are my my transports, that is? No. There they are. Oh, they're already here. I'm going to move these guys to North Africa. Because if I'm going to open up another front over here, I'm going to need some troops there. I'm going to fight Japan in Burma? Maybe. Germany's losing to France. Well, I wouldn't say Germany's losing to France, considering the entire Maginot Fort line has fallen. Well, most of it. I would say that... Oh, okay. So the French counterattacked the bridgehead over the Mosel again and drove the Germans back towards the Mosel. They still have a toehold. Japan get Vietnam if France loses? I don't know. Have to see. And I wish I had some more information on the German units. But there's something... Let's go to intelligence, Germany, priority, highest, technological espionage, and let's do military espionage too. And counter-espionage. And let's crank up our spy recruitment just a little bit so that we can... So we can get some more information. By just a little bit, I mean let's increase spy recruitment 5-fold so we can get a little bit more information about what's going on in Germany. Germany's getting pushed back pretty good. Well, they got pushed back one province. One province. They literally lost one province, and now they're counterattacking the French. It's just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. But, I mean, the Germans have the position of strength right now. They don't have a lot of troops on the line, and the French lost the Maginot. And we're moving into summer now. And remember, Germany's going to be a little bit weaker because we denied them all of the Czechoslovakian factories. Oh, okay, the spies are starting to give me some information. I can see some of the German units moving around now. Yes, Blitzkrieg Doctrine for the British. We were known for that. Seaports. We've got a lot of seamen to deal with.